Hey guys, classichomer here, welcome back to Let's Play Link's Awakening. I'm meeting you next to the second dungeon because, well, if you didn't know, a fire rod totally takes out swamp flowers. So that makes it pretty easy to make a bee trail from Turtle Rock to here. And Tamarack. Tama Ranch? Okay. I guess it's separate from the Tall Heights. Kinda weird. Oh hey. I totally didn't do something I was supposed to do before coming here. You know what? I'm just going to meet you guys at the library in Mape Village. Okay, now that we're back here in the library, read this book, The Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint. You can find out how to actually access the final boss and beat the game. I think it's supposed to be a different code or directions for every game you play, but that's totally the same one I have when I played it most recently. So that's cool. Pretty easy to remember too. Just opposite space between every left and right. So, remember that. Okay. So, on the way back, I actually remembered that, in the 8th dungeon, we went past the, one of those warp things outside, and this is the 4th and final one. Totally didn't even mention that at all. It's kind of nifty, though, because you could stop playing the dungeon there if you wanted. Just a thought. So, let's go and play these instruments by, well, playing Marin's song, The Ballad of the Windfish. Okay, and doing that explodes the front of the egg open. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like the Game Boy Color version of that song is somehow in lower quality. Like either you can't hear all the instruments playing at the same time, like there's not enough sound channels, or something. Something about it feels off compared to the original Game Boy version. I don't know, I'll probably splice in the original Game Boy version song somewhere in this video. Like maybe at the end for you to hear. Compare. Okay, let's take the plunge down into the windfish's egg. And if you remember my code, it was left up, right up, left up, right up. Something along those lines. So, I'm just going to continually go a left or right and then up. And eventually I should make it to the exit. Just like that. And I'm just going to open up with the Rock's Feather and Sword. Pretty standard setup for me. So, nightmares want to take over the dream world. Kinda interesting that they used that concept for the Game Boy game, considering that, you know, there's Kirby's Dream Land and it's very much a lot of the same ideas. Nightmares are bad and they want to take over everything. Oh hey, it's a blob. Remember the last time I fought a blob boss? Yeah, totally gonna be the same concept here. Whoa, there we go. Nah, I think after you get a hit on him, he's gonna teleport away. Ah, you bastard. Whoa. Come on, hit him. There we go. There, 3 hits and he'll change form. Let's get the sword back out. Oh hey, I get him. Oh, wait for it. There we go. Um, I think technically the shield's a good thing to use here because just like in Link to the Past, he's going to have two different kinds of spells he sends at you, and well, one of them you can reflect back to hit him, the other you can't. And having the shield around will at least make it easier to avoid the damage from the other one, which hasn't used yet. There we go. He is standing a little bit closer than I was before. Of course, I think you actually have a little bit less space up and down. Okay then. Now let's stand about where the whale is. Ah! I'd like this to be over soon and get to the next form. Ah. Okay. No, it doesn't seem to block the actual, like, big part of the spell, but it'll block the smaller parts. Like, I care because I would rather just jump over everything. Oh well. That's taken care of. It's what, 2 forms down? I'm only missing half a heart. Granted, I do have the blue mail on, but whatever. Tunic. Whatever they feel like calling it in this game. Well, and this thing's a little easier than it was in the first dungeon, actually, even though it has way more health. In fact, I can just jump all over the place and not have to worry about falling down a pit. Really makes it easier. And Ganon, interestingly enough, even with the level 2 sword, you have to use a spin slash to hurt him. Not sure if that's true when you have the red suit on or not. Been a little while since I've done a playthrough with the red. I think it's just gonna run straight at you. Not a big deal, just use the spin slash. And for this, I'm gonna try something a little different. And should be easier. So this thing is just gonna spin these arms around, and you should be using your bow and arrow to hurt it when the weak point becomes available. Instead, I'm just gonna spam Boomerang until he dies, because even though it doesn't register that you're dealing damage, maybe the hitbox is incredibly small for the Boomerang to connect. But in any case, it seems like you can kill him pretty quickly by just throwing the Boomerang constantly. Like, eventually you're going to get the hit in to kill him. Either that, or it doesn't show that you're dealing damage even though you are. In any case, that's how I tend to kill that guy. And that's really it. That's the final boss. Now you have a trippy scene in the clouds and skies, full of all kinds of color! And the owl's here. Because of course the owl's here. The owl's always around. And for once he's going to call me by my name and not young lad. So, if anything, I think Link either proved his wisdom or courage here by, you know, being all, fuck it, I don't care if I'm going to make the world end, I'm going straight in, because I know this is all bullshit and a dream, and I'm not part of it, I'm just in it. I'm going to reveal to myself and the rest of the world that, well, I'm not a figment of someone's imagination. And that's actually pretty much exactly what the owl is saying. Only not as in a grandiose manner. And the windfish is a giant, colorful whale with wings, for some reason. I suppose it is a wind fish, so wings would make sense. Those wings are not proportional to make it fly, yet it seems to be floating pretty fine to me. So, the entire world is the windfish's dream. At least, the entire world we were in. Koholint Island. So, yeah. It's gonna go away now, because he's gonna wake up. As that's how dreams always are. But hey, if the windfish didn't wake up and, like, undo the curse or illusion or whatever it is that's keeping Link stuck in there as well, then Link would never get off the island. So, we are going to awake together, because just as the title alludes to, this is also Link's awakening. He too is sleeping. It's all a dream, just like Mario 2. And this is a, I guess, longer and better version of the Battle of the Windfish that we just heard. Maybe it's this version of the song I'm thinking of that sounds off. Yeah, because you can really only hear like 2 or 3 of the instruments playing at once. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, do a bonus episode or something with the black and white version of the song, or the black and white games version of the song. So either there is a difference, or my ears are playing a fucking trick on me. And now, Link awakes out in the open ocean. And I think whatever color suit you took is actually supposed to be reflected in here. Even though to me, what he's wearing looks kinda green. I suppose it could be greener. And the reason it doesn't look really blue is because I'm judging it based off the water that's right next to him. See, there it looks a little more blue. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you took the red, then he'd be wearing a bright red, and if you didn't change it, he'd be wearing a green that looks brighter than the blue and be very obviously green. Now look, the windfish is real. So it wasn't all just Link's dream. The windfish and Link actually were dreaming together. You see, that looks green to me. Oh, maybe I'm insane. I'm completely misremembering that the ending changes ever so slightly, depending on the color suit that you took. If you took any. And that's it. Now the credits music, and of course credits are rolling eventually. There we go. And for 1998, this is pretty awesome. And the original was in what, like 95? 96 maybe? Something like that, because Link to the Past is in, I want to say 93. Maybe it could have been 92 though. I really like that part of the song. That's why I wasn't saying anything. Just the pitch that those notes were hitting come off of just being very pretty to me. And actually, it may not even be the version of the game that has a weird sound. Oh, 93 was the original. Huh. It may not even be the version of the game that's having a weird sound effect. To me, it might actually just be the system that you're playing it on. Like, if you put this version of the game in the original Game Boy and played it, which it will, it just won't look as good. The sound may still not be fucked up. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you guys on that. Either I'll put like a annotation in here or an amendment, whatever, at the very end of the video. And some way I'll resolve the sound issue that I seem to have, and I'm probably the only one that actually cares about. Man, a lot of people worked on this game. Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo's the guy that does the music for most Nintendo games, for, like, Mario and Zelda. And Miyamoto, of course, he had some hand in it. After all, he created basically all the Nintendo properties anyone cares about. The end. Yay. And I don't know if this is added to the color version, but we get a little bit of Marin singing, and then there's Seagull, because, well, remember what Marin's wish was? She wanted to become a seagull, so she'd fly everywhere and sing to everyone and see the world! And now she's not in a dream! And of course, thank you for playing. And thank you guys for watching this. And next time, well, either the bonus video for the songs, or something completely different. In any case, classichomer signing out. I will see you guys later.